What if I told you that your anxiety is not your enemy, but rather an alert that helps you heal? Today, we're going to look at amazing techniques. 3 to heal with your mind with simple techniques that in seconds will take you from anxiety to healing. 100% natural, without medication, without anything external. Let's start with an ice cube. Did you know that an ice cube can help you in an amazing way to calm your anxiety, to calm your stress? How? I'm going to tell you. First, I'm going to do the exercise in a very simple way, and then I'll explain to you why and how. We put the ice in the center of the neck. 15 seconds. Very spectacular. Well, now I'll continue explaining to you what happened here. What did I do? I activated the vagus nerve. If you heard it, listen to this because it's incredible. God, the all-powerful creator, created in our body the master key that activates calmness, rest, the opposite of stress and anxiety. The vagus nerve is part of the parasympathetic system, which is the parasympathetic system. Our body is responsible for giving us calmness, rest, emotional healing, and even physical healing, because when you are emotionally well, even your body feels it. So let me tell you, the sympathetic system is the opposite. It's the system in the body that tells you to either fight or run away. It's the system that basically, in moments of risk and alarm, is the one that helps us be really tense. Now, if a person, for reasons that are not risky or alarming at all, lives like this, for example, someone spoke to them rudely. For example, someone spoke to you rudely, someone did something negative to you, or you're afraid of the future, or you're tied to a past that holds you back. That obviously causes you, on an emotional level, anxiety, stress, worry, and you become activated. It's like pressing a button in your body that activates the sympathetic system, which tells you to either fight or flee. But think, breathe, is something actually happening? Is there really a future that's threatening you? Is there really a past that's holding you back? Or is it all just part of your imagination or thoughts that feel real? Maybe there really were difficult things in the past, but that's over. It's already happened. It's not happening today. But if you relive it, you're telling your body that you're really in danger. Therefore, the sympathetic system is activated. And that's how you live. Or a future? How will I pay for this? And how will I do that? And what will happen with this? What will happen with that? If you live like that, you also activate your sympathetic nervous system, and therefore you tell your body that it's at war, that it's in a dangerous situation where the future hasn't arrived yet. Therefore, these 3 exercises that I'm going to tell you about today will basically help you connect with the present so that, God willing, you can live a very promising future full of hope and joy. That's today's goal. That's today's goal. So let's go back to the ice. We're going to put the ice on. With your permission, I'm going to give my vagus nerve a little massage. The vagus nerve is amazing. It's the longest cranial nerve in our body. It's basically like the highway of calm, if we had to put it in a few words, as I heard it, the highway of calm. Basically, it connects our brain, goes through our face, our throat, chest, links the head, the brain with the heart, lungs. It even reaches the cystic areas, all the way to the intestines. Therefore, basically, when we put ice in the middle of our neck, it's a technique that's like pressing the vagus nerve. That activates the highway of calm, just with a little ice in the middle of the neck. Very good. This is the first technique that I would love for you to tell me about in the comments after you use it. I'll tell you, 15 seconds. You don't have to feel bad and suffer from the frozen ice. If you don't feel comfortable, stop for a few seconds and let me know in the comments how it went for you. This is the first simple technique without medication, without anything external to your body. God gave you things like ice water, which will really activate you. this master key that opens the gates to your calm, which is the vagus nerve. Impressive. Now I'm going to explain something to you on a slightly more anatomical level. What happens when you really get stressed? When you get stressed, basically, figuratively speaking, it's like you're strangling your vagus nerve. You compress your neck and your chin. And this and that, therefore, it doesn't let it breathe. Therefore, the second exercise I'm going to suggest to you is simply a breathing exercise. Just as you hear it, as simple as breathing. Unfortunately, we live in the hustle and bustle of life, work, studies, this and that, and a lot of people really forget to breathe properly. You breathe in a way, as we said, more aligned with the sympathetic system, like we mentioned, either fight or flight, meaning under stress, and you breathe in short, shallow breaths. Therefore, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to activate the parasympathetic system by our vagus nerve, giving it an amazing activation through breathing. 478, that is, we inhale for 4. Try, obviously, not to force it too much if it's hard for you to hold your breath for 7 seconds and then exhale for 8 seconds. Let's try. Through the nose. Hold on a second. Now make sure you're sitting in an upright posture with your neck free, shoulder blades relaxed, and feeling comfortable. Let's see. Let's do this exercise again. 478. Very good. Now close your eyes a little. Try to notice how you feel. Try to evaluate and reflect on how you feel now compared to how you felt before starting the video. Let's do this breathing exercise again. 478. Excellent, very good. So to recap a little, with the eyes, we activate the vagus nerve, and with calm breathing, we activate the vagus nerve. You activate the master key to the highway of your inner healing, of your calm. And now today we're going to move on to the third exercise, which is also basically something natural, easy, which is simply humming. Humming, basically just humming. Basically, what we do is also activate the vagus nerve through internal movements, that is, an internal vocal intonation. It can be, for example, saying the word, for example, saying like a prolonged M. That's one option. Basically, that activates the vagus nerve. Another option is humming, like when you sing a song. Humming a song that you know, or you can actually say syllables. Now what I'm going to suggest to you is, I'm going to sing, I'm going to hum. A nigun, which is a nigun, is a Jewish melody from Hasidism, basically, that also activates the vagus nerve through this melody. Sacred. Small parenthesis, look how your face vibrates. This activates the vagus nerve. Very good. A few seconds to reflect. Now also try to register how you are today, right now, in this moment. Basically, like I told you, you connect. These exercises help you connect with your present so you can move toward a promising future with a lot of hope and a lot of joy. Therefore, now wrapping up our class for today. When you have a moment of stress, anxiety, or worry, first pause. Try to go to a quiet place alone. And try these 3 exercises. 1, if you want, try one of these 3 exercises I suggested to you today, I told you about today. And that way you activate the vagus nerve, which basically, as I told you before, you're activating your calm highway. Without pills, remedies, or anything external to your own body, which God the Almighty Creator gives you with so much love. Therefore, try to think this way. And in the moment, the golden touch I give you today, which is the strongest, the golden touch I give you today is the following. When you are doing this exercise and you finish the exercise, try to breathe again. Without numbers, breathe calmly, with no obligations, and start speaking to God from your heart. Talk to Him, Creator of the Almighty, who loves you and trusts you, and say thank you, thank God for everything you have. The word was thank you. In Hebrew, it said toda, or the verb to thank is lehodot. It's a master key on a spiritual level to also have spiritual, material, emotional, and physical healing. Thanking God opens the gates of abundance. Tell God thank you for everything you have. You can even make a list for God. Thank you for the food you give me, for the water I have, for my family, for my friends, for my job, for my studies. I have a notebook, I have a pencil, I have walls in my house, I have a roof, I have a blanket, a mattress, a bed. Whatever you have, whether it's material or spiritual. Thank you, God, for everything. And this is the real therapy. Talk to God. Talk to God. Tell Him how you feel, what hurts you, what worries you, in your own words. Our Jewish sages, the great tzaddikim, the great righteous Jews, explain the importance of talking to God every day, every single day. You can talk a little in the morning, a little at night before you go to sleep. And that basically is going to give you a totally different life. Of rest, of calm, of everything opposite to anxiety and worry. Knowing that you put yourself in God's hands to live your life the best way possible. And ask God to give you guidance so you can fulfill your mission in life. That you are in this world for a reason. God gives you every second of your life so you can fulfill your mission in life. Ask Him for guidance. Think about what your qualities are, your strengths to strengthen and help others, with your strengths, your weaknesses, to correct them and help others who have the same weaknesses as you. And help them because you know them better than anyone, and think about how every moment of your life is an opportunity to heal and to help others heal, to live a life of purpose, full of faith, of emuna in Hebrew. So I'm going to invite you to something spectacular, something that has to do with me, which is my beloved Israel High community. I have an amazing community in Israel. I'm filming from Israel. Thank God for the merit of being in Israel, a very, very holy place. And it's called Israel High. Israel High means Israel lives. It's my community. In my community, we have courses, we have online meetings, online courses, obviously free for the members. We are an organization that also provides assistance to soldiers' families, to soldiers' wives, to sons, to daughters, all kinds of help. Spectacular. You will feel, if you want, the embrace of Israel, the embrace of the community at every moment. You won't feel alone anymore. You'll be part of a spectacular community. If you want, here in the video description, you have a link to write. You can also ask me questions on my community WhatsApp. You have the number in the video description. And God willing, you will be part, God willing, of the blessing that God promised to Abraham Avinu, our great patriarch Abraham. Those who bless you will be blessed. Take advantage of this unique opportunity. You will be part of a community that does good, and whoever has the merit to be there, God gives them the merit. Because you have to recognize that every blessing you have is a merit from God. In every part of your life, in every aspect of your life, every aspect where you feel a blessing, God gives you that blessing. May everything be filled with much success and blessings. I'm Yisrael Chai.